Paul Miles here with Joe Jonas, who will be staying for the game as well. Not sure if he's changed out the kit just yet, but he was absolutely buzzing out there. And his first penalty wasn't the best. He got a tip from the mascot and improved a lot. So great to have him in attendance today for Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester City in the Premier League. You can see, of course, now that the Spurs players out for the pre-match warm-ups, including Dele Alli, who's in the starting 11. A brief reminder of that, if you are just joining us here with me, Rob Daly, on Spurs TV. It's Lloris in goal, the back four of Alderweireld, Sanchez, central defence, and Aurier and Tanganga, the full-backs. Winks, Lo Celso and Dele Alli in the middle, with Bergwijn and Son we expect on the wings and Lucas Moura out front. But we'll see the exact formation of that front three, really, of Bergwijn, Lucas Moura and Son, who are all flexible in position as well. Spurs arrive here off the back of a 1-1 draw in the FA Cup with Southampton. They'll play a replay of that tie on Wednesday here, but their previous Premier League outing was the 2-1 home win against Norwich City. Harry Winks, who's spoken about by Jose Mourinho as the real future of the Spurs central midfield, starts today. There's another start for Japhet Tanganga, who we expect will play on the left side of the back four. What a great job he's done since coming into the first team with that surprise start at Liverpool. And he plays alongside the likes of Sanchez and Toby Alderweireld in your picture here. Two very good defenders alongside Tanganga as he learns his trade in a week when Danny Rose departed the club for Newcastle United on loan. Giovanni Lo Celso is still waiting for his first Premier League goal for Tottenham Hotspur, but he completed a permanent transfer to the club this week, having been on loan from Real Betis in Spain. He's been absolutely scintillating in recent weeks, provided that brilliant build-up and run for the goal for Son in the FA Cup as well. And Spurs fans are absolutely delighted that the Argentina international's services have been secured until 2025. And let's see what he can do today against the defending Premier League champions. City's players are out as well. They are without Leroy Sané, the German international winger, due to a long-standing knee injury, although he's been back in training. Good news for Spurs, really, is that Aymeric Laporte has not been named among the 18 today for Manchester City. He's only recently back from a long-term injury himself and hasn't featured now in 3 games since making his return against Sheffield United. We expect City to revert back to 4 at the back today, with Ederson in goal, Walker, Fernandinho, Otamendi and Zinchenko the back four, De Bruyne, Rodri and Gundogan in the middle, with Mahrez and Sterling wide, either side of Sergio Aguero, who has 16 Premier League goals this season. On the Spurs bench today, by the way, a brief reminder of that: Jan Vertonghen, Eric Lamela, Eric Dyer, Ryan Sessegnon, Paulo Gazzaniga, who have been playing, of course, during that prolonged absence for Hugo Lloris, Tanguy Ndombele, who's looking to play for the first time since New Year's Day, and Jetson Fernandes as well. The new signing is in the house, the new signing's in the starting 11. Steven Bergwijn comes straight into the team for his Tottenham Hotspur debut, having arrived from PSV Eindhoven this week. What a signing this could prove to be for Spurs. The very exciting Dutch international winger who can play on either side. Jose Mourinho was keen to point that out. We'll see if he does start out on the right, and let's see what he can do against the defending Premier League champions. So the starting 11 going through their final drills here. Spurs starting the day 8th in the Premier League, looking to close the gap on the top 4. Chelsea, of course, drew with Leicester City yesterday at the King Power, and it means that Spurs, with the game in hand, are only 7 points off the top 4. So a win today, granted, that'd be an excellent result against Manchester City, but they'd only be 4 points off the Champions League places. João Sacramento, the assistant manager at Spurs, one of those out there helping the team through their warm-ups, who celebrated his birthday on Friday. Jose Mourinho had his birthday a week ago, the day after the Southampton draw in the FA Cup. So we are, what, just over half an hour away from kick-off at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Spurs take on the defending Premier League champions, Manchester City. Stay with Spurs TV for plenty more build-up and the rest of the team warm-ups in N17. But for me, from Rob Daly, it is goodbye for now.
This afternoon's game kicks off at 4:30 as we take on Manchester City. Continues for the game starting with our visitors. In goal, number 31, Edison. Number 2, Carl Walker. Number 7, Chris Sterling. Number 8, Rodney Woodward. Number 10, Sergio Aguero. Number 11, Alexander Zinchenko. Number 16, Rodrigo. Number 17, Brian. 25, Fernandinho. 26, Riyad Mahrez. 30, Nicolas Otamendi. And Manchester City substitutes this afternoon. Number 1, Julio Romero. Number 9, Gabriel Jesus. Number 20, Bernardo Silva. Number 21, David Silva. Number 27, Charles Marcelo. Number 47, Paul Foden. And number 50, Eric Garcia. And the Spurs lineup this afternoon. In goal, number 1, Hugo Lloris. Number 4, Tony Alderweireld.
So you're going to go together, okay? I don't actually, I've just been asked to go and do it, but I've been given no other information. Okay. Yes, sir.
Do you want to explain?
Yeah, I'll explain. Right, so this is Sean Erin from nice to meet you again.
Okay, guys, number one. Back row.
I'm rich, diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich, Jay-Z and Beyonce rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich, Jay-Z and Beyonce rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich.